Hi friends, today I want to talk about the world of meal planning. I was not a meal planner up until very recently, and it's a great way to save money, but I know it's also very overwhelming. At least it was for me. And so I had to do baby steps to get where I am now, and I want to share with you what we did in hopes that maybe it'll help you become a meal planner as well. I haven't always been a meal planner. In fact, I have kind of been the exact opposite. My theory was always I have meat in the house and I have all the stuff in the fridge, some veggies, and I've got some stuff in the cabinets, so I'm good, right? Well, yeah, no. Our trips to the store were getting more and more frequent throughout the week, and that also means we're spending more money because when we're at the store, and we're hungry, we're going to buy stuff that we don't need. So I wasn't always a meal planner. But before I tell you about that, I want to point out the elephant in the room, which is the catastrophe over my shoulder in the kitchen. I have an almost 14-month-old, and that is her cupboard, and this is how she likes to keep it. So what you gonna do? It's real life. I almost packed it up for you, and then I thought, nah, I'll just leave it. It's cool. I don't care. Anyway, back to meal planning. I have a really sweet friend who has 4 kids. One is 5, one is almost 7, and then she has twin boys who are almost 2. So if you think she's busy, she also works. She's amazing. Anyway, she does meal planning, I think, for the entire month, which literally I looked at that and my mind was officially blown. She has this cute little calendar and she writes all the meals down, and I was like, teach me, and I was like, how do you do this? She kind of laughed and she said, oh, it's not that hard, and she said, here's what I do. And it was all really great information, but I just felt really overwhelmed with a month. So what I decided to do was take the advice she gave and then try to plan for 3 to 5 days. Because I figured, I can handle that. Okay, so to get started, I still use the pad and paper. I also do some stuff on my phone, but when I'm initially planning out the meals, I start with a pad and paper. And what I do is, keeping in mind what I know my entire family will eat, I'll kind of go from there. And I also figure around the different types of meat that we eat. So around here, we do a whole lot of chicken. We do beef, do fish and shrimp, and then we do a lot of ground turkey as well. So those are my five meats, and so I'll kind of plan around those meats. So I've got favorite meals, and on this list here, we've got grilled shrimp, blackened fish, turkey tacos, steaks, lemon chicken, spaghetti, and Berliner, which is, for those of you that do not know, which is breakfast for dinner, and it's amazing. This is actually 7 days. I'm getting a little braver. So I have the 7 days, and then I'm gonna go ahead with my list and I'm gonna fill in what I need to complete each meal. So this is also gonna take a little bit of time for me to be looking in the kitchen and looking in the cupboard, and do I have the things that I need for this meal. So for example, lemon chicken, the marinade that I use, I need lemon, oil, oregano, garlic, salt, and pepper. I have all of those things, so I'm good there. Oh, and I have the chicken, so I'm good there. But then what am I gonna pair it with? So then I start to build my list out. So once I've got everything written down on my piece of paper that we're going to eat, then I go over and I add it to my shopping list. I have my list ready, and I'm gonna go ahead and I've actually already added some of this stuff to my Amazon Alexa app that I use, which gives me my list right there on my phone, which is awesome. Sometimes I also take my paper list with me too, because sometimes I'm like, what did I need those beets for? And then I can go back and oh yeah, I was gonna put them in a salad or whatever. So sometimes I take both, but I like to have my list on Amazon Alexa because it's on my phone and I'm not going to forget it in the car. We actually did a video a couple weeks ago about my Amazon Alexa, aka my Fembot, who helps me accomplish things and not forget things at the store and set timers and tell funny jokes and all that stuff. Anyway, this is what typically, once I've gotten my meals all planned out and figured out what I need, this is what I do. I sit down and have a conversation with my Fembot. So I'm going to go ahead and add a few more items to the list to complete what I've already started. Alexa, add couscous to the to-do list.
I've put couscous on your to-do list.
She's so smart. And you notice I said to-do list, not shopping list. I actually use both of them for grocery shopping, but I do a lot of shopping at Costco. So Costco gets the shopping list, and then all of the other stores get the to-do. It just made it a lot easier for me, because when I have this list of 50 items and I'm thinking, wait, does that come from Costco? It's easier for me to do it that way. So I do the to-do list. Alexa, add corn on the cob to the to-do list.
I've put corn on the cob on your to-do list.
You can also add items manually. Just go to the Alexa app and then click on it and add it that way. But if I'm feeling lazy, or if I don't want to do that, then I'll just sit here and order her around, which, at least someone around here listens to me. My 13-month-old doesn't. I tell her to pick up her mess and she just laughs and poops and walks off. Alexa, add carrots to the to-do list.
I've added carrots to your to-do list.
Alexa, tell me a joke.
What is heavy forward but not backward? A ton.
I love it because all of her jokes are clean, so my 5-year-old thinks it's great to be able to ask her jokes. And so there's a few more things that I'm gonna add to it, but I won't bore you with the details of adding the rest of those things. So you've got your list ready, yeah? And you've got your Amazon Alexa list. Now it's time to go grocery shopping with only one kid instead of 2. Good morning. It's 8:21 in the morning and I am at the grocery store along with only a few other people. This is super exciting. There are no cars in the parking lot. Yay! So it's just gonna be me, the moms, and the grandparents this morning. Our meal planning and shopping trip. Hooray! I hope that this is helpful for you. I know that meal planning is overwhelming or can be overwhelming unless you're seasoned, and if that's the case, ignore me. I'm a newbie still, but I do have to say that it's been really helpful for us. I feel a little less scatterbrained in the afternoon when I'm trying to figure out what we're going to do, because I have a plan and I know that I have all the things that I need to complete that. So meal planning has been really helpful in that regard, and it's also been really helpful as far as the budget goes, because I think some of you are aware we're single family income. Anyway, so it's really helped our pocketbook as well, and that's great because there's lots of pots to put that extra money in. So hopefully this has been helpful. If you have meal planning suggestions for me, leave them in the comments or email me, because I am totally looking for ways to continue this and get better at it and save even more money. So yeah, any ideas, let me know for sure. Thank you so much for watching though, you guys. I hope you have a great rest of your day. If you like our videos, click like, and we would love to have you as a subscriber. We've got over 60 videos of family and baby and budgeting and meal planning. So yeah, well, we'd love to have you join along with us as a subscriber. We have a Facebook page, it's the KT Files, and we also have a blog, it's familylifeandlove.org. And we would love to have you join up with us on one of those. Bless you, take care, and we'll see you next time.